How's it going, everyone? So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Hasbro Pulse exclusive C-3PO with B1 Battle Droid body and Super Battle Droid. Now, I know a lot of people have waited over 10 years for a Super Battle Droid in the line. I've waited almost 4, still excited. Now, the 3PO, I could have done without, but this Super Battle Droid looks amazing. And of course, this comes in the double wide Galaxy packaging, Star Wars The Black Series up top. Through the window, you can see the 2 figures. So the 3PO comes with a backpack and an E5 blaster, and then you got the Super Battle Droid. Here we have Star Wars Attack of the Clones, and then C-3PO, B1 Battle Droid body, and Super Battle Droid. The front window wraps around on this side, and there's the side with the artwork, and it looks pretty good. I like it. Got this beautiful red color for the Attack of the Clones line. Got a large window on the top, and on the bottom you got the barcode, tons of small print, and some logos. And there's the back of the box. You get the same pictures that are on the side. They're just bigger. You have a short bio in several different languages, and then you got some more small print down there. And the bio just says, when C-3PO gets his head lopped off in a Separatist droid factory, it's replaced with the battle droids, leading to confusion in the Colosseum during the Battle of Geonosis. All right, I'm going to get the 3PO battle droid combo and the Super Battle Droid out of the box, and let's take a look at them. And one thing real quick before I take these in the other room, as I was getting the box open, I noticed you've got this cool Geonosis scene on the inside of the box. I like that. Okay, so here's 3PO with the Battle Droid body and the Super Battle Droid out of the box. And I think they both look good. I mean, this one in particular is on another level of cool. I could not put this thing down when I got it out of the box. I couldn't stop messing with it. It has incredible articulation. It has a lot of hidden goodies up here that they didn't have to do, but they did do. Amazing figure. This one, I mean, we've seen the Battle Droid several times in the line. The 3PO head is obviously new. So I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on this one. So let's go ahead and take a look at 3PO first. All right, so here is C-3PO with a B1 Battle Droid body. And as you see, I went on ahead and posed him up. I put the backpack on him. I extended the 2 antenna. Again, I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on this one because we've seen this figure before. But let's take a look at the 3PO head. And it looks okay. This kind of faded metal with some patina on it, kind of greenish looking. The eyes do look really good. The eyes shine. That's what the back looks like. Nothing special. And of course, the head can extend, being on this Battle Droid body. You can extend the head. God, come on. There we go. Yeah, you can extend the head if you want. I don't know if this is removable. I haven't tried yet. Like, say in the future, if they ever do a 3PO body with a B1 head, if we could swap out the heads, I don't know. I can't tell. I haven't tugged too hard. That is something that I kind of would have rather had, would have been a 3PO body with a B1 head and then have a swappable 3PO head. That way we could have an Attack of the Clones 3PO. But they didn't do that. They did this, and it's just this. So not much of an army builder pack because you wouldn't want multiples of these. It's okay. I mean, this is what we got. But the body, I mean, the paint, I think looks pretty good. The color, got this kind of Geonosis brown with lots of weathering on it, lots of funk there on the chest, scratches there on the shoulders, scratches on the hips there, some more funk on the knees and all the way down to the feet. I mean, we've seen this body lots. Now the blaster, they did do some nice silver dry brushing on the blaster, the E5. That looks really good. And I think he poses pretty good with it. I mean, just firing like this. I mean, you can't get the blaster up here because of the elbows, but you can, just in case you're not familiar with this figure. All right, so there's a swivel up there at the shoulder right here. This one's kind of frozen, but there is a swivel up here. This one is a little better. Let me see. Yeah, that one turns. This one I'm going to have to heat up. But there's a swivel there. There's a swivel right here below the elbow. And of course, there's a swivel at the wrist. So there's a side-to-side hinge right now, but if you want it to be an up and down hinge, you can just rotate that, then rotate the wrist. Now you have an up and down hinge. So that's kind of neat, that they did that. And it's the same on both arms. And again, I'm going to have to heat this up because it is stuck. But as far as posing, I mean, you can have him like that, and it looks okay, just firing, head turned. Yeah, it's fine. And then the backpack, just snaps on. And again, these antennae can extend and collapse. Got some dirt on the backpack. Again, the color's very nice. Some little scratches back there. I mean, I think for what it is, it looks fine. It doesn't stand worth a flip. You really have to kind of fiddle with him to get him to stand, just like all the battle droids, these little skinny legs. But yeah, that's what that looks like. And now the star of the show, the Super Battle Droid. Again, this figure is absolutely incredible. The sculpt is great, and as far as scale, all right, so the Super Battle Droid's about 6'4". This guy's right at 6.5 inches, so I would say the scale is pretty good. He stands up well. He's got some nice heft. He's beefy. I mean, just a cool figure. But the paint up here on his head is just gorgeous. This blue, how it kind of changes in the light, it's just awesome. The sand or dirt, Geonosian sand, I think it looks nice. The vibrant red right there is just beautiful. The sculpt on the arms is just killer. Got some sand there. These little dots are super cool. The joints look good. The joints are fairly tight, okay, which I like. This arm, same thing. And I'm loving the detail on his twin blaster cannon. That is just nice. I mean, the sculpt as a whole on the arms is just beautiful. His belly looks phenomenal. Got this big old bicycle chain right there. Love that. The legs look good. Some more sand down here. That's what his back looks like. All this is dirty. That got a blaster mark right there. Up here, just awesome. Just super beefy looking. I mean, just a killer looking figure. And as far as the, some surprises, the head can pop off. Okay, that can come off. It's a little tricky. Kind of have to wiggle it off to reveal that. And then this little chest panel can come off. So this is a nod to Republic Commando, right? So for Attack of the Clones, they didn't have to do this. I don't think we saw them like this in Attack of the Clones, but they did. So maybe down the line, we'll get a Gaming Greats version of this for Republic Commando. We shall see. But this, man, the sculpt is incredible. They actually threw some paint in there. They didn't have to do that. This white and some red there, some more white there. But the sculpt is just awesome. Nice red eye. That's just cool. And then you have this kind of funny shaped hole for the funny shaped peg to peg into. All right, but yeah, this is just super slick right here. I am digging that. All right, let's put these back on. That just snaps on. And then the head, just line up the little peg and it just snaps in. Yeah, that's nice. Just make sure it's flush. It can be a little finicky. Just make sure that sits nice and flush. And there we have it. And it just looks awesome. And as far as articulation on the Super Battle Droid, all right, so nothing up here, obviously. But for arms, okay, they can rotate around. He has some incredible pivot at the shoulder. They can go out just to there before that runs into this. That's no big deal. But the fact that you have pivot up there at the shoulder is pretty awesome. For elbows, they can get up that far, okay, right at 90. Now, as far as swivel, all right, there's a swivel above the elbow joint. There's also a swivel below the elbow joint. And then wrists have this in and out hinge, which is fine. It's fine. Like the right arm, you can have him firing. And that totally works. Love it. For midsection, you have a touch of crunch, some pretty good back, and it doesn't gap at all. I mean, this just continues on up right there. I love that. And you have a little bit of side-to-side tilt. For legs, they can get all the way up to there. That's kind of funny. And they go all the way back. Okay, I take that back. They go all the way up, going backwards. Now, as far as hips, all right, so you have some swivel right there at the hip joint, but there's also a swivel right below that joint. Okay, then you have a swivel above the knee joint. Knees can get up to there. Pretty good. And then feet go all the way down to there. They go up a touch, and there is some swivel at the ankle. So the articulation on the Super Battle Droid, being a big, beefy droid, is pretty amazing. I mean, you can get this guy in some very nice poses. So I'm impressed. And speaking of poses, so there he is in the classic Super Battle Droid firing pose. The twin blaster cannon up there on his wrist. The hand tipped down, just blasting away. That looks awesome. And as far as elbows, they're pretty good. So you can get this pose, and you can flex them all the way in front of his chest like that, so you can achieve this pose. So something that's kind of cool. All right, so he's very top heavy, obviously. The legs are relatively skinny from this view, but they're kind of thick. Okay, but he is surprisingly balanced. He actually stands up pretty well. So there he is, almost like he's walking or running. He's very stable. I love this pose. And of course, you can just have him like this, like he's flexing, just looking super intimidating. I mean, this is nice. And I may have failed to mention, he also has a swivel at the wrist. I mean, he has so many points of articulation in these arms. But as far as displaying him on the shelf, I think I'm just going to have him in the classic Super Battle Droid, arm out, firing pose. I think this looks amazing. All right, come on, 3PO, stand up. There we go. All right, so as far as posing, this is how I'm going to have him on the shelf. 3PO with the E5, just firing, and Super Battle Droid in his stance. I love the look of this. So let's go stick these two on the shelf and let's see how they look. So my original plan for the Super Battle Droid and the C-3PO B1 combo was to have them up here. But since I got a second set of the Ahsoka clones, I got them over here now. And I made this little Geonosis looking rock for the Jedi to stand on. And then I have the Super Battle Droid right up front, and then the C-3PO B1 combo there. And I think that looks pretty good. And that Super Battle Droid looks incredible with the feet kind of apart like that, arm out, just blasting away. It just looks good. I mean, the C-3PO, it is what it is. Okay, it's okay. But man, the Super Battle Droid, amazing figure. Very happy with this. So bottom line, I think it's a pretty cool set overall. I mean, for me, it's almost worth it just for this guy. The C-3PO and B1, it's all right. I mean, I do wish they would have included a swappable head. And I hope down the line they'll do a C-3PO body with a B1 head. I don't know. We'll see. But it's okay. I mean, I've never been a big fan of the Battle Droid figure just because it's such a pain to stand. The joints are loose, little skinny legs. It's almost nightmarish trying to get this guy to stand sometimes. But this guy, this is incredible. I absolutely love this figure. The articulation is just wacky. I mean, the swivel up here, swivels here, here, here. Midsection's great. The legs are great. He stands up well. The paint is just wonderful. All the hidden goodies underneath here, just awesome. Love it. I love the red. Super vibrant. I mean, just a great looking figure. They absolutely knocked it out of the park with this figure. Oh, and I failed to mention the shiny black on this side. I love that. Yeah, just pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. So I'm happy. I am happy, but just like always, I would love to hear from you guys. So comment below and let me know what you think of the Hasbro Pulse exclusive C-3PO with B1 body and Super Battle Droid. And if you enjoy videos on Star Wars The Black Series, smack like and subscribe if you're new, and don't forget to turn on notifications. I would certainly appreciate it. And something else I urge you to consider, and that is joining the channel. It's only 99 cents a month. You can become a member of the 112th Battalion. You'll get sneak peeks to videos and some loyalty badges, custom emojis, all those good things. I would definitely appreciate that. But just like always, thank you guys so much for watching. See y'all next time.